speaking with Sheridan and Mark from the new band Sharrz, who is releasing their debut album, Jilted, in about a week's time. Tell us about your band and the new album and the name Sharrz. Where did it come from?
Well, basically, Sharrz was a name that I was called as a kid because my parents used to call me Sharrz sometimes, so it kind of stuck with me. And I thought I'd love to do it in the honour of my parents. And the name Jilted, I suppose, it came from, being jilted quite a few times, and I thought it was a good name to call the album.
I've been lucky to hear your two singles, When You Cheated on Me and You're All I Loved. They're great.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, where's the open? This is the CD we're going to release very shortly, and that's the outside of it.
Sheridan, how long have you been singing and writing songs for?
Well, basically, I've been singing and writing songs off and on for about 30 years, and I just love doing it. I love singing and writing songs, It's my life, and our album Jilted, it's 3 years in the making. And I can write a song in about 30 minutes.
That's really unique, Sheridan.
Thank you. I like to think it is.
Mark, how long have you been singing, writing music and playing guitar and piano for?
All of those questions can be answered by the on and off scenario, but playing guitar and piano would be for about 50 years, and singing and songwriting for about 40 years.
That's great. Got a lot of experience. Sheridan,
I've been around a while.
Sheridan, what are your influences?
I'd have to say I'm very fond of the 80s music. It was a great generation of music with a lot of artists out there, and I suppose it sort of stuck with me all these years because nothing beats the 80s music, like Aha. Now look how well they did. They did very well. They were a good 80s band, and John Farnham, and I still love a lot of the 80s music. U2, I love them all. And this generation, we have a great lot of new artists, which I think are fantastic, like Pink, for example. I think Pink is fantastic. Ed Sheeran, Kelly Clarkson, I suppose just to name a few.
That's great. We do have some good music in this generation, and nothing beats the 80s.
Yeah, I'm the 80s.
Mark, what are your influences?
I go back to the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and now. The older artists I would think of is John Farnham, U2, and on the more recent ones, I like listening to Ed Sheeran, some of Pink's stuff, George Ezra, and Guy Sebastian.
Sheridan, how do you see yourself as an artist?
Well, seeing myself as an artist is creating music so people can listen to it and enjoy it, and it makes them happy. So basically, that just makes me happy all the time, and I love to see other people happy.
Mark, how do you want to be seen as an artist?
Someone that can write music that encourages people, relaxes them if they're in the doldrums. Basically have a positive influence on people that listen to my music.
That's great, Mark. I think you've got a really good influence, and it's good that you can use your music to help people, to make them feel good about themselves.
Thank you.
So Sheridan, what kind of music career do you want in the future?
Well, basically, I just want to keep creating music that people are going to love and enjoy and make them happy. And I just hope to be in the industry for quite some years, I hope. Just making people happy with our music.
That's really good, Sheridan. Sounds great. I think you're going to have a good career ahead of you.
Yeah, I hope so.
Mark, what kind of music career would you like in the future?
Playing music, writing music. We're getting people liking my music. Again, like encouraging, as I said before, encouraging them to if they're feeling having hassles with their lives, just to get and continue for a long time.
That's fantastic. There's just one more question I'd like to ask both of you. What's a typical day of you guys writing music? We'll start with Sheridan.
Well, basically, I'm setting up the garage band, which I'm on quite regularly. And basically, I start adding in synth beats because on the keyboard, because I love the synths because they were around in the 80s and they make great music. And that usually gives me a feel of what to go for. And then I add the beat in afterwards. And I often sing to songs that I know just to get a feel of how that would sound as a song. And then we start working on tunes for ourselves and pretty much, and then work with Mark and work on stuff with Mark as well.
Sounds great. How about you, Mark?
Well, as Sharon said, once we get the music going, we work out some words to go with the music and massage it around and see how it fits. And at the moment, of course, we don't do it under the same roof because we're under lockdown here in Melbourne. So, but we try and mix and match the music to the words and the words to the music until we get something that fits.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. Congratulations on the new album. And I wish you all the best in the future.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.